everybody. It is time for Devon's Table, and I have already been tasting.
It's okay, Devon.
It's so good. The difference in the vegetables here at Greenville Gourmet, it's literally, tomatoes taste like a tomato. If you've gotten things in a grocery store your whole life, you're going to be shocked if you have something from Green Door.
We grow not only for the healthfulness of the food, we're all about the taste. We're all about the food. We're all about the taste, no trouble. All right. So,
oh, by the way, I'm Devon O'Day.
And I'm Sylvia Gagnier.
We're here at Green Door Gourmet, and we've got some good stuff to tell you about.
And who knew that parsley could look like this? This is not dill. This is parsley.
I thought it was carrot tops.
It's not carrot tops either, even though parsley and carrots are in the same family.
See, you didn't know that either.
So I can understand why this cousin was trying to masquerade as its other cousin.
Yeah, crash in the wedding, like they do.
You know how that is. But what's great is this is a very heat-resistant type of parsley.
Oh, okay.
Since it has a different type of leaf, it doesn't have as much actual leaf part to it, but it has all the flavor packed into this. It's going to be very parsley. You're forewarned.
It's very parsley.
Very parsley, but very delicious. So anyway, if you're looking for something at a different time of year, whether it's a variety of cilantro that is called culantro.
Oh, okay.
It tastes like cilantro, but it's an herb. So this is a parsley that doesn't look like traditional parsley, but you get all the flavor and it stands up to being able to be grown. So if you're growing herbs and you want some different things that you're like, my herbs never make it through the summer, it gets so hot, maybe try a few different varieties of those herbs.
Like if you come to Green Door Gourmet and you just look at basil, there's like a gazillion different varieties and they've got all of them.
Yep.
You just got a bunch.
And all of them are great in different recipes. So picking and choosing all those fun things. So we know that the parsley and dill and cilantro don't like it hot, but the one plant that does, my favorite thing to grow and probably my favorite vegetable to eat, maybe tomatoes, but okra, I don't know. I'm just calling my name these days.
I love okra. Oh, some fried okra and field peas and a nice fresh sliced tomato. You can't get better than that.
That's supper right there.
That is supper. You do not even need meat when you got these kind of vegetables.
Absolutely. So I thought I would talk a little bit about some of the different varieties of okra that we have here.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe later we can even walk out to the field and see it growing or something like that.
And okra's African, right, in descent?
Yes. It descended from Africa and India. There are a lot of Indian recipes, especially northern India, that use okra. There are two different species of okra, and we're going to talk about that today too. So the traditional one that you see in most African recipes, except for West Africa, is the one everybody knows, the slender pod okra. It's going to look, a little bit more like this guy, and there's some green down in here somewhere. All the fun stuff is here on top. There you go.
Yeah.
So these are the more traditional kinds. You might have not seen the red burgundy before. Tastes the same. This can get a little bit bigger than the standard Clemson spineless. That's what people see. Sometimes it's called Cajun Queen if it's a real dark green.
See that one. That I know that.
And so, but red burgundy can get a little bit longer. But when you start seeing the ribs of this particular variety, it's either going to have to go into soup or gumbo to cook it down a little bit more, or you're just going to have to leave this part for the birds. It gets too tough and too woody.
Or pull the seeds out and plant next year.
You can use the seeds. Also, in the 1920s, when coffee was rationed, people would make okra seed coffee.
No.
You can press oil out of the seeds and make okra oil. And it's a very high smoke point oil. Kind of one of my farming heroes, my garden guru, mentors, if you will, for okra, a guy named Chris Jones. He's written a whole book on okra. So find that book, check it out of the library, and read all about okra if you're super interested in the plants. So most people like to get okra when it's small like that. I like to get it because I just like to eat it, just like this out of the field.
Raw?
Raw.
Raw okra? Are you kidding me?
Would I lie to you?
No.
No.
You actually wouldn't.
I might lie to somebody else, but I'm not going to lie to you. All right. So no, I wouldn't lie to anybody about loving okra. And I taste it out in the field every day. And that's how I've kind of determined with the different varieties that we grow when I've got to pick it by.
That's
when it's perfect.
That's one of those little pickle okras.
People love it when they're small. They'll come in and a lot of times they'll just cut the top off, whack it in half, and then that's a fast way to get to a lot of okra when you're frying okra, right? And you want it small and tender. Now, this is fun. Look at this guy, Devon. Check this one out. This one is called Silver Queen okra. Ooh. So we know about Silver Queen corn, but this is Silver Queen okra. And it has a little bit sweeter variety. You got to get this one before it starts putting those ribs in it, though, because once it gets some ribs, it was meant to be Eve, not Adam. It needed the ribs, right? So there you go. And then the other one that people come here far and wide to find, because we're one of the few people that actually grow it, is this.
I was going to ask about that.
So this is that other species of okra that I was telling you about. It's very popular in West Africa, and it's also extremely popular in Virginia, North Carolina, and Tennessee. It's called bull's horn okra. You can see why it's called bull's horn.
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay? And so I first learned about this plant from a guy that stopped in our store that lived down River Road. He said, I understand you like okra. My granny grew this okra. It gets big and bulky and you can still eat it when it gets real big. And I said, liar, liar, pants on fire. You don't know what you're talking about.
But he wouldn't lie to you either.
But he didn't lie to me either. And we grew it and it is so delicious. This is still perfectly tender and usable.
Even with ribs.
With ribs. And, you know, I've nicknamed it Miss Molly because that was his grandmama's name. So this is Miss Molly, and we grow the Miss Molly, and people come to find this far and wide this time of year. It takes forever for that particular calyx to make a flower. When you look at the flower on the okra plant, it looks like it's beautiful.
Oh,
it looks
really
like hibiscus. And so I stand there and I watch those plants, and the leaves keep getting bigger, and there's no flower. There's a little calyx that's just sitting there. And I'm like, could you flower? Could you please grow me some okra? But once it starts, Katie, bar the door, you're going to get this big, beautiful okra. And I mean, one of those will make you a pan of okra.
I'm telling you,
You don't
it really
have to cut
would.
up all these little things. You just use one.
And it's the gum in your gumbo.
Yes.
That's the thing that makes gumbo thicken. It really is good.
Some people call it the slime factor of okra, and that's why they don't like it. But the more you cut it, that is what creates that factor. By leaving it whole, or just cutting the pod in half, and putting that right in a hot skillet, and doing a little pan fry on it. That's how you avoid getting it slimier, or just eat it raw like I do.
My favorite fried okra too is to cornmeal and fry it. I don't do a batter. Do not do a batter. I just roll it in the cornmeal, and the cornmeal kind of comes off and becomes little crispies all around it.
Just like when you're doing chicken, and the little crispies come off in the pan, and you're picking those out. Yeah.
It's some kind of good. Hey, well, I've got another tip. If you're growing okra, but you got to wait till the end of the show, I'm going to have to try that. Give me a piece. I'm going to give me one of these little ones. This one? I'm going to try it. Hey, I'm going to try this raw okra. We're going to see you at the show.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Hey, it's pretty good.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at MidSouthExteriors.com.
Five Daughters Bakery September flavors have arrived. First, we have the brand new Blueberry Lemon Cookie, the 100-layer Cinnamon Crispy Crunch, the 100-layer Blueberry Lavender, the 100-layer Salted Caramel Apple, the 100-layer Brownie Batter, the 100-layer Mini Blueberry Lavender, the 100-layer Mini Brownie Batter, a yeast-raised Blueberry Lavender, a yeast-raised Salted Caramel Apple, a paleo salted caramel apple, a paleo blueberry cake, and a paleo Life by Chocolate. We'll see y'all soon.
here with Clare Cunningham. Clare, you're going to be at the Middle Tennessee Highland Games coming up the 9th and the 10th.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're going to play
So
both days?
I am two days in a row. I'm so honored to do that as well, because you really get to be really involved in it, like, and new fans can come back the next day to see you, and yes, so I love on a festival it's more than one day.
Does it make you homesick when you hear the pipes and drums and things like that?
I get so inspired when I play Celtic festivals because I realize how much of it I miss and how I don't get to surround myself with it as often as I'd like to. So when I do play festivals like this, it really brings me right back home and just to my roots, and I love it.
You're sporting one of the new tank tops for this year.
I am.
Yes.
Look at this. It's got a great back on it too.
Oh, fantastic.
It's giving me my new gym attire.
Oh,
Woo!
that's fantastic.
Love it.
Okay, you're Irish, but one of the favorite foods that everybody always mentions when it comes to Scottish food is haggis. Have you ever had haggis?
Yes, I had it growing up actually, yeah. But I haven't had anything like that in years. So, is there haggis at the festival? I think there might be, will there? I don't know.
Okay, what's your
It'll be
favorite?
good
What's your favorite Highland game? What can you wait to see? Men in kilts. What do you see them do?
Oh, the when they're throwing the, is it like it looks like the shot put, but I'm not sure. Is it a shot put? Yeah, I don't know. That's always really. It's like real heavy, and it's like skirts are going everywhere.
Okay, can you tell us? Do they wear anything under their kilts?
Of course not. Everyone knows that. Let's hope it's not too windy.
Claire, when was the last time you got to go home?
2019. It's been a long time. Of course, with the circumstances under the pandemic, just it didn't allow me to, and so definitely the plan is to get back in 2024. I'm trying to apply now for the green card. It's all going through, and so everybody who's of the praying kind, please pray that I get it. It'll give me a little more sustainability here, but yeah, going through that whole process again. So hopefully in January I'll get to know, and then yeah, it'll be booking a trip back home as soon as I do.
Would you have a steady gig in town that we can find you?
Yeah, so I have a residency down at one of the hotels downtown, the Moxie. So I kind of play there like a few times a week. Sometimes less, sometimes more. It just depends on my traveling as well, because I have a lot of festivals coming up at the later part of this year as well. So people can always find me there when I'm not on the road. So they can.
What time are your shows on at the Highland Festival?
So I believe it is 1:45 p.m. on the Saturday and 3:15 on the Sunday, both on the traditional stage as well. So, and I'll have, if anybody follows on my socials, etc., I'll have everything up there. The ticket links are in my bio and stuff like that. So
what are your socials?
yeah, good question. So my socials are at Clare C Official is most of the, the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram, and there's no I in my name, it's the Irish spelling. And then I always direct people towards my website, which is clarecunningham.music.com, and all the relevant links are all up there.
Thanks for sharing your music with us.
Thank you for having me, and for always giving me a platform to speak and show and spread some love. So yeah, come on down, we're gonna have so much fun.
I'm not going to promise you that organic produce is the prettiest. May not look perfect, but boy, do these heirloom tomatoes taste yummy. Some bread with some good mayo, and look at the wonderful brands of the dried beans. Tons of wonderful cocktails that you can make from crafted cocktail mixers that are organic and also made local and close to home. And the artisans in Tennessee all have a home at Green Door Gourmet. You can always find the perfect gift. This is just a few of the things that I saw on my trip through this week. And out of the blue, as I felt, sometimes God tells you things that are that you just feel it's in your presence, that God is talking to you. And the whole sunflower thing, I kept going, what? Sunflowers? Yes. And I've always loved sunflowers, but never drawn to them. They're not my favorite flower. They weren't. But I just said, I think God just wants me to be in a happy mood. He just wants me to be happy. And so y'all gonna get to see Larry hard at work back here. But I look now, I have not planted anything, but just out of the blue, can you see it over my shoulder? One sunflower. It just shot up right in the middle of amongst the weeds that Larry is cutting down right now. The one sunflower. And it was just my little God wink to say, no matter how weedy your life gets, always look for the one sunflower. I'll always send you a sunflower. So amidst all the weeds of your life, they can choke out your happiness, if you focus on them. But if you pay attention, in the midst of all the weeds, can pop a sunflower just to remind you that it's not all bad. It's not all weeds. It's not all rough. And I told Larry when he started cutting, he said, don't cut down my God wink. You can take down all the other weeds in the pasture, but keep my sunflower, and everybody can look at things like this as just a coincidence and, oh, well, you feed your birds sunflower seeds. That's how that happened. I choose to see a miracle. I choose to see a God wink. I choose to see a reminder because I know that God loves each and every one of us enough to give us little clues and little reminders that He's there. I want you to have a great Sunday. Trust me, God will always send those little reminders that He's there and He thinks you are awesome. I love you. Have a great day. God bless you. One of the health problems I wanted to ask you about is one I hear a lot of people asking the question about, and that is neuropathy. Neuropathy in the feet, in the legs, sciatica, neuropathy, and they seem to be all interconnected to me. Do you do something to help with neuropathy?
Absolutely. We have specific pieces of equipment that are designed to help the symptoms of neuropathy, but ultimately you have to take it back to the cause, right? So for most of these people, they're going to have pressure on the nerve. You gotta help to do something to get the pressure coming off of that nerve, because if you don't, you could treat the neuropathy and treat the feet, and what caused the problem, if it continues to spin, the person will continue to have some issues there. So some people do have metabolic issues like diabetes and things that cause that. So if you help the neuropathy but the blood sugars continue to be out of control, the person's going to continue to cause damage there. So you always have to take it back to what's causing it. Some cases that can be harder are patients who've had things like chemotherapy in the past, which have actually created some damage to those nerves, although we have helped those kinds of patients as well.
Hi there, welcome to the new Cheekwood Garden Shop. We would like to invite you in for a tour with us. Come on inside. When you walk in, you'll see our seasonal table that is always rotating in new merchandise. For instance, we'll start showing our fall items and then go right into Halloween, leading up to our Christmas merchandise. This is probably one of our most shopped areas. These are our greeting card lines. Probably one of my favorite items in the shop would be the quilling cards. I absolutely love these. They are hand done, and I can see just putting these in frames and making a unique display out of them. But we do have a wonderful variety of greeting cards, and people love to come in and find something special for that perfect occasion. Our retail director is very intentional about how we merchandise all of our items here in the store. Say, for instance, we have this color wall is more like in the pastel colors, both here and here, and it has a nature and wooded theme. It all looks nicely and it presents itself well to our customers as they come in. As you can see over here, we've got a much heavier, darker color theme here, incorporating some of our golds and burgundies. One of my favorite lines here on this wall in particular is our rose-scented candles. In the center of our shop, we have this beautiful display of felt flowers. You can come in and make a beautiful bouquet if you'd like, or as some of our guests do, they come every time and just buy one flower every time they're here. As you walk in and come right to the right-hand side of the shop is my favorite section, and that's going to be catered to our children. A couple of my favorite things, we do offer a wide variety of jelly cat. Also in our children's section, you will find a variety of activity books, including some sticker books, which are quite popular for our children that come in. And we also have puzzles and games. So we have really plush items as well as books and activities for all of the nature-loving kids out there. Over here we do have vibrant colors and fun patterns. We have an assortment of lovely journals, beautiful bold prints. Since opening our new garden gift shop, we've increased a lot of our Cheekwood merchandise. One of our most popular Cheekwood items is our flower pot mug. Another item that we got in just recently was made just for us here at Cheekwood is our signature scent candle. If you haven't been in, come in and see our tulip wall with over 1,000 tulips, which took over 10 hours to install. We'd love to see you in the near future. Come in and stop by, say hello to us. If you don't have that opportunity, you can certainly shop online or follow us on Instagram. I am Rhonda. I am the new retail coordinator here at Cheekwood, and I would love to welcome you when you visit our new shop.
Tired of hanging lights every year? We get it. That's why Southern Nights is here to help. We install programmable lighting on your home or business so you can enjoy beautiful, customizable lighting all year round. No more ladders, tangled lights, or cold nights outside. We do the work, you do the celebrating. Call Southern Nights today and take the hassle out of holiday lighting forever. For a free quote, give us a call at 931-241-3074 or visit our Facebook page at Southern Nights.
It's time for the Release the Hounds Music Festival. It is taking place Friday, September 15th at Johnny Cash's Hideaway Farm in Bon Aqua, Tennessee, raising money for animal rescue in Hickman County. ReleaseTheHounds.org is where you get tickets, but guess who's playing? Flat River Band, Scott Southworth, Jenny Tolman, Travis Tidwell, the Boomtown Saints, and the Outlaw Apostles. September 15th, that's a Friday. Get your tickets now at ReleaseTheHounds.org.
Sounds season ticket memberships provide fans with great seating locations, experiences, and best of all, amazing perks. By becoming a Sounds season ticket member, you'll have access to significant savings, up to 30% off single game ticket pricing, plus a flexible ticket exchange policy so you don't have to worry about not using all your tickets. Free parking within walking distance right beside the ballpark. Invitations to exclusive events like batting practice on the field, a meet the team lunch, and more. Pro Shop discount. Get 15% off all purchases from the Sounds Pro Shop all season long. A VIP card. You can enjoy discounts from businesses and restaurants in the Germantown area all year. The best way to experience Sounds baseball is as a season ticket member, and the best time to sign up is right now. Head over to NashvilleSounds.com to see all the season ticket options we have available.
Mid-South Exterior.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. When it comes to sunrooms and screen porches, we have more than 60 years experience helping Middle Tennesseans add value to their homes. At Mid-South Exteriors, we install all types of siding, from hardy board to all the new vinyl designs. We also do custom trim, gutters and downspouts. We even do roofing. And of course, energy-efficient replacement windows. Our website is our showroom, so we come to you and sell direct to you for less.
MidSouthExteriors.com.
We've had a big show, but if you are going to grow okra and it's in your garden, it's hot, you want to wear your tank top, get your little farmer tan, you want to get out there up amidst the okra, not a good idea. Mama Cora, little Mama Cora, she'd make us wear long sleeves. And she'd make us wear long, loose pants, and she'd make us wear a hat and put on some gloves and take a knife out to get the okra. You want to tell them why?
It can really make you itch.
It will eat you up, as Cora Walker would say.
Yes.
Eat you up, because it's got little spiny things.
It has little spiny things on the leaves, and especially when they get around your neck, because your skin here is very delicate, and it can cause a little reaction.
Not good.
No. I'm a crazy farmer girl. If I'm in a big hurry, I'll just put on a little pair of gloves and I'll try to avoid the leaves. It's not always a good idea to try to be in a hurry, Devon.
Well, I will say, keep you some loose, light cotton work shirts just for your garden and just throw those on. They're loose. My mom swears by the Dickie brand of the little blue light chambray. It's very light, but you can go to Goodwill and get you some really light long sleeve shirts for next to nothing. Keep those just for gardening.
And the other thing, since we don't waste anything, if you have a husband that goes to the office and after so many trips to the laundry, that shirt's gotten shrunk a little bit, and he's like, I don't know what's going on with my shirts. You just say, give that one to me, honey. Because those lightweight cotton business shirts work great for that too. They're very lightweight, and so they get another life with you in the garden.
I love it. So don't let it eat you up. You just come eat it up. Come to Green Door Gourmet. See how I did that?
I like it.
GreenDoorGourmet.com has bunches of recipes too. And if you come here looking for a blessing, we're going to tell you, you got to first be one.